Saving can give you so many benefits like financial freedom, wealth building, and financial security. And one thing that I learned in my journey is that lumping all of your savings into one account can make it really challenging to understand how much you've saved for different kinds of goals like emergency savings versus your vacation fund versus your house fund. And so in this video, I wanted to take some time to share with you the different kinds of savings account that you should consider as you continue to create your goals and go ahead and achieve them. And so what you're going to learn is the different ways that you can have greater options in your life and a greater amount of freedom because you'll be able to have the funds available for you to support you in this journey. My name is Yvonne and welcome to my channel. The goal of this channel is to support you to be the best version of yourself and leveling up so that we can increase the quality of our life. And if you haven't already, subscribe and join the community. So I'm going to dive right in and I want to share with you a little bit about the different kinds of savings account, starting with the basics, the foundational kind of saving, and that is your rainy day fund. Now, this rainy day fund, you're going to want to keep it to about at minimum $1,000, and that's really going to help you to take care of the little things that pop up along the way that are unforeseen, or maybe you kind of wanted to give this little gift for yourself and you didn't want to dip into your expenses, and so that's what this savings really is for, to kind of have more buffer. The second type of savings account is your emergency savings account. This type of account, you're going to want to save between 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. So for instance, if your expenses are maybe $5,000 a month, then you're going to want to have about $15,000 in that emergency savings account, because that's about 3 months worth of expenses. And, expenses vary, right? Based on your lifestyle and such, but that's just one example. And, emergencies happen, they really do. For instance, job losses. That's when an emergency savings account comes in, because this is an unforeseen emergency. And so if you do not have an emergency savings, consider yourself in a state of emergency, because especially in these last days, more and more we're experiencing natural disasters that can affect anyone. And these, like the scriptures say, time and unforeseen circumstances befall us all. So all of us can be a victim of some type of event that is unforeseen, and we want to be prepared. This could be more of a high yield interest account, or a money market account. Okay, so these are going to give you more aggressive interest rates than your standard saving deposit. So the third type of savings account that you should consider is a travel and vacation savings. Now, this is a fun account, and this is one that, again, like I told you, saving gives us options. It gives us freedom, and we should be able to have these types of experiences in our life. And so in order to have that, we need to plan for them. So, it's an account where you can deposit the amount of funds that are earmarked for a vacation. And so discipline is needed, right? Because you don't want to dip into your vacation and travel account. You want to have this separate. And so, that way, when you do want to go on vacation, and we all deserve that space to rest and recover. And it helps us with our mental health to deal with stress and anxiety of existential, life circumstances. So it's nice to kind of step out and have that space to be able to freshen up. And so this is important. So don't glaze over this. So let's say you want to, and also too, there's so much educational benefits to travel for yourself. Your mind just explodes. It just really opens up when you try to seek new and different experiences. And so for every paycheck that you get, you know that this money is allocated specifically for your vacation. And you want to have that maybe in, an account that you don't really have that much access to, but you do have an automatic savings that takes out of your checkings directly into this account for the amount that you've allocated for that frequency and cadence that you set up is. So the fourth kind of account is, more practical. The fourth and fifth are more practical. For instance, a car savings. Most of us need a car to transport us to work, and you want it to be reliable. But guess what? Cars break down. There might be some even a new car. There's an unforeseen circumstance that comes up, and so oftentimes they can be a few $100 or even thousands, right? Depending on your vehicle. And this is unexpected. So have an account for car savings that will really be able to support you in an event where you really need a quick turnaround to get your car fixed. To get into debt over something like this is completely unnecessary. This account also can be an opportunity for you to save up for a car that you might need in a few years. So for instance, if your car, if you're going to probably replace your car in about 4 or 5 years, or even sooner than that, and you kind of know how much you want to spend on a car, here's an opportunity to earmark some amount of your income to save up for this large purchase. Sure, you can argue that you can take an auto loan, but the interest rates, again, for those really, it could be avoided if you had planned and saved for it. The fifth type of savings account is a home savings. If you have a home, there's always repairs, there's always maintenance that comes up. Now, this is savings for, let's say, for instance, your washer and dryer break, right? Or you have a roof that needs to be repaired, or your refrigerator, right, needs to be replaced. These are things that, again, cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, and they're unexpected, and they can really throw you on a loop. And it really can affect your monthly experience, right? And it can really put you in some hard times if that's not something you factored into your budget. And these are unforeseen, so we don't really have them factored. Have a home savings account that's really going to shelter you from these types of stress and anxiety that can occur when this happens. So don't get into debt over these things. Have savings for it. Also, too, if you're renting, don't glaze over this one, because you can use this home savings account for a space for you to save for your down payment on your new home. That's possible for you. And just a little bit every month is going to add up. So for this one, start considering more of a high yield type of account, a money market account, for instance, and set an amount, a limit for it, and then save up to that. And once you've reached that limit, then you can move on to other savings. The seventh kind of account is college savings. It's such a shame how young ones just begin their lives inundated with thousands of dollars of debt. And we can really create this cycle and legacy of debt because we're essentially conditioning our children, that this is normal. It's not normal, and it's not healthy to incur so much debt because, again, it limits their options in life. Okay, and it doesn't give them the kind of freedom that we want for them. So this is important. It was interesting when I was preparing for this and I saw the statistics. It was kind of scary. It says the College Savings Foundation found that 35% of Americans with kids don't save towards college. And according to a 2011 study by Sallie Mae, only 14% of families use college saving funds. So that means the majority, about 86% of families, save nothing for college. So that leaves our children exposed, and racking up tens of thousands of debt that really affects their mental health and their ability to have options in their life right out of college. They're too young for that. So saving for college really ensures that we set up our children for success, and we allow them to have the option of education. And there are two types of savings accounts. Education savings account that grows tax-free. It's almost like the education IRA. Right? That grows tax-free if it's used for higher education. The other option is a 529 plan. I've got babies at home. I've got twins. They're about 15 months old now. And so my husband and I are definitely talking about college. We kicked around the idea that maybe college is probably not going to be relevant and not going to be something they're going to be interested in. But does that mean we're not going to save for them just because, they might choose something else? No, I want to make sure that I set my children up for success and have that available for them should they choose to go that route. Now, the seventh type of account is a special events. So if, you're planning to get married soon or someday, and know that's something that you've set a goal for, or maybe there's an anniversary that you want to have planned, something a little bit more of a larger event, or maybe a family reunion. Well, you know what? These types of special events can rack up into the thousands of dollars. And the fun thing about these types of savings accounts is you can make it an activity that involves the family and others as well. The last type of savings I wanted to talk through is retirement savings. This is very important. Many of us retire or plan to retire at age 65. Others don't. I love what I do, and I plan to work for hopefully more than that, and be healthy to be able to do so. But certainly give yourself, again, the freedom and the option to be able to choose to, because you can't foresee the future, what that's going to hold for you. So save for retirement. This type of, savings may need to have a financial planner to really support you with looking at the different options and alternatives for that, and consider an investment account so that you're able to watch it grow. An investment account would be good for those that are looking to retire between at least 5 or 10 years out. So in conclusion, having separate savings accounts that align to your different goals is really going to support you, again, to have more financial security, financial freedom. And it's going to support you to build wealth for now and in the future. Like I shared, time and unforeseen circumstance befall us all. So we want to make sure that we've got the buffers in place to support us, as things come up in life. And so many great things we talked through on savings. And I'm hoping that this video really inspired you to set new goals for yourself. And I've put together a goal mastery program to support you in this journey, not just goal setting, but goal achievement, so that, these goals can change from wishing and dreaming into some concrete action plans, and you can really see these results that you deserve in your life. And so click on the link below in the description box to enroll in the Goal Mastery program, and I will see you there. And also, if you enjoyed this video, click on the like button. That shows your support. I really would appreciate that. And subscribe so you're notified on new videos, and I'll see you on the next one.